So this is our very first time exploring a 2-bedroom, 2-full bathroom RV. It's insane.
Yes.
We love it. We absolutely love it. They are making these more and more like homes. The ceiling is super high and your kitchen is wide open. It faces the TV area, living room, dining room, loft. It's gorgeous.
Yes, and let me just add really quickly. This is my favorite RV brand for 2023. There's not a lot that you have to say because this floor plan was well thought out, and I think this brand is well thought out. Everything they do, it makes sense. And I'm gonna let Hannah take it away here in the kitchen. But yeah, we're still kind of taking it all in because this is our first time. I've been looking for this floor plan for a long time. And it's here at Parris RV in Payson, Utah. Be sure to give Jessica a look up if you're in the market. And let's start off in the kitchen.
The fridge is more than residential. This
Yes.
is like restaurant size refrigerator and freezer. So look on the inside, huge. And then even the freezer is a drawer where you have 2 levels. You have room down here and up top.
Wow.
So this is right off of the main door when you walk in. The sink is a large farm style sink. That may have this feature, and I don't know how I feel about it yet, but the trash is hidden under here. I'll show you with my phone light. But there's a door that goes to the outside where you can just pull the trash from the basement. You don't have to walk it through, which is cool when you think about it as a feature. I don't know how I feel about lifting this up every time to throw trash away. Maybe I'd do something else because I wouldn't want just trash open and exposed all the time. But it is really cool. That's unique. It's different. So above the trash, you have a lot of storage in the kitchen, and these are wide, not as deep, which I love. Sometimes they make these very impractical in campers. So this is great. You have storage above the microwave, which is a residential style microwave.
And convection.
Above your 4-burner cooktop, above your residential style oven.
Wow.
You could fit a whole turkey in there.
When to be at 110 volt.
All of the cabinets are soft close. No sound.
Except for the magnets.
Yeah, which is beautiful. Then your control panels here, and you have even more storage below. I will say too, the drawers don't feel as cheap as some of the other RVs we've walked through. Like, they're pretty sturdy. And even here it says reinforced drawers, 90 pounds, which is, it's just the quality is really great here.
Yeah, this little wood piece here is that reinforcement.
This RV has plenty of countertop space. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's no outlets here in the backsplash or even below. They put it up here, USBs and outlets all throughout, which is kind of neat. One thing I've mentioned in many past reviews is the need for an actual pantry, and this Alliance has it. It even has a little light LED strip that turns on when you open it. Again, huge amounts of storage and shelf space. Even down below, you could put a ton of cleaning stuff if you wanted. If you wanted to put a trash can in here, you could. They were very creative with the storage space, and I appreciate how practical they were, and you'll see that as we go through the rest of the RV. So in the living room, you have really big windows, and something Justin noticed, which was cool, is they didn't have to give you windows because this is a slide that comes in, but having all of this natural light makes it feel more like a living room. There's more storage above. Again, soft close. Molding around the windows. You have recliners here, and even a pull-out couch here.
Nice.
More storage above your TV. This one you'll need a ladder for. At least I would. I could not get to the top there.
Yeah, she's 5'2".
But I love the design of it. The glass look, and you have a fireplace below your TV. Your TV is already, you know, equipped with all the features. It pivots. And then, something that I love, again with the storage space, they used every square inch they could where they could find storage. So if you wanted to put your coats and hats and winter stuff there, or shoes there, here you go. So over to this side of the RV is the dining room. And again, attention to detail that Alliance gives you. They didn't just give a rectangle table. They give you some dimension and depth on the side where it's this kind of wavy effect to make it look like real wood. I know that that's not a necessity when you're camping, but it just feels more elegant, feels more homey. The windows are extremely large. Again, I'm 5'2", and this is taller than I am.
Yeah.
And something that we've noticed in other RVs that we love is flush floors. So you don't have that lip where the slide meets the floor here. It's completely flush. This one doesn't have any carpet anywhere, which is great for kids and pets and messes.
One last thing to mention too, there's no legs under this table, so you don't have to worry about hitting your legs under the table.
Yeah. So up here you have the loft, which can also sleep multiple children, at least 2 full-size adults. You have 2 windows and about 24 inches of headspace up here. If you didn't have extra bodies, you could use this as extra storage that you would never really have to see. They did a great job with using every bit of the RV for storage.
Yeah, there's air vents up here. And notice the lights too. Like they're very like thin, and it's a little bit different design from what I've seen in the past, especially from ours. And here's the ladder too. This area has 2 AC units, and there's actually one at the very front too. So you should be able to stay pretty cool in this RV when it's really hot outside.
I like that the lights are on a dimmer, so you can see easily. You can dim it if it's late at night and you don't want that much light, or you can have it really bright.
Yes.
This is the very first time I'm walking into a secondary bedroom in an RV. It's insane. Look at this. Let's walk through. So you have this door. You have a queen size bedroom.
Wow.
Windows, wardrobe, mirrors. Again, just beautiful design. You have hidden storage above the dresser. A television, another window. And I love pocket doors in RVs because it saves space. You have a pocket door that leads to a full bathroom. You have a toilet, a sink, and a huge shower in there.
This is nicer than other RVs that just have one bathroom with the bedroom. Like this, wow.
Again, plenty of natural light, plenty of storage, high ceilings.
Wow, and look at the countertops too. Wow. Yeah, this is on another level. This is hard to beat.
So before we keep going into the RV, there is storage underneath the bed, and you also have 2 USBs and outlets on each side of the bed as well. All right, so back out in the main area, you do have shoe storage right under the stairs. When we first started living in our RV full time about 3 years ago, this was one of the things that I tried to do on my own with power tools while Justin was at work. I took apart the stairs and I thought maybe we could get shoe storage under there. It would make so much sense. It didn't work for us in our camper, but I love that they're starting to think about these things now in the newer ones.
Yes.
So this has a pocket door into the bathroom, and then you also have access to the bathroom from the master bedroom.
And most likely going to be a porcelain toilet.
Also soft close. Everything closes softly here.
Oh yeah. And then check out just the amount of storage you have. This bathroom is still a good size, but look how large your shower is. You do have a seat, and just the accent on the walls looks amazing. Large skylight in here too. And even though the sink is small, it still works really well. This is going to be epoxy poured tops, and yeah, everything just looks really good. A lot of storage. They give you a large fan in the bathroom. And as Hannah said, you have 2 ways to get into the bathroom.
So this bedroom comes with a king-size bed, outlets, and USBs on each side of the bed again, windows back behind the headboard, a window on this side, right below the TV. You get the same dresser where you have hidden storage and plenty of dresser space, cabinet space.
Are those drawers a little bit bigger? Yeah, those are a little bit bigger down there, I think. Oh yeah.
Something else this room has that's cool, I was trying to look for the light switch. It's on the side of the dresser, and it also has a dimmer, which is pretty neat.
Yes. And then pretty much under the bed, additional storage. And then there's your other 2 chairs. And Hannah's gonna open up this closet, which is probably gonna be illuminated. And it's probably gonna have your washer and dryer prep in here too.
It's not illuminated, but it does have a light.
There it is.
It has a light, and then let you get in there, and a washer and dryer prep, plenty of space for shoes, clothes, jackets.
Wow, huge. So I believe that the washer it goes right here, and then the dryer is on the opposing side. But check out how much storage you have for your shoes, your rack right there, and this little cubbies on each side. And they do put a light on both sides too, actually. I didn't notice that at first. But yeah, check this bedroom out. It is absolutely well thought out. The 3rd AC unit, and yeah, I would definitely put this on my list if you want a RV that you need 2 bedrooms and 2 full baths in. But let's go ahead and take a look on the outside, and we'll go ahead and wrap this thing up and again see what truck is going to be best to tow this 5th wheel.
One last thing, there is a shoe bench here that you can sit on, take off and put on your shoes, as well as storage below. And you have access to your temperature from right in your room, so you don't have to go out in the hall to control it.
But check out the new cap design. Absolutely bold looking, and they just did a great job. I believe these are 2022s on the side here. And you can really see that difference in the overall design. They are using a CART RhinoFLEX up front. It's gonna have a pivoting head. And this is a wide body RV, so you're gonna have the option to put that big generator in here, dual battery setup. This one does have the hydraulic system, so it's gonna have 6-point auto leveling. And then this is a Renogy charge controller. So there is a solar panel on the roof. So this does have some solar already included with this RV. Moving off to the side, I like how tall the door is for the propane. You probably could get a 40-pounder in here. Outdoor speakers. There's 2 awnings. One's right here with a LED strip below it. And here's your tall basement area. Solid floor surfaces. And they do give you sensor lights on each side. Power and some of your cable jacks here. And this is something I want to see on every RV. Spray port next to these steps. These steps are super nice, but they get super dirty. And when you're breaking down, it's always nice to be able to wash them off, wipe them down before you put them in. They give you the necessary tool to do that. They do provide a light, and they also have some lights down below right here. I just noticed. I was hoping they put a light strip down, but hey, this is good enough. Propane disconnect right there. This is gonna be a rack and pinion slide, and I love that they give you this material for the sidewall, so it's not gonna be like a black material. So in the sun, it heats up a lot on cheaper RVs. They don't do that on the Paradigms. And even the paneling that they use just looks really nice. Now here's some of the suspension that they're using. They're using the Creed 3000, Moride heavy duty thick shackles and whip bolts, 7,000 pound axles, 4K springs, and these are gonna be Sterling tires. I will show you them on the other side, but I don't want to climb under there. But here's just a better look at that suspension. And it's gonna have leaf springs, nitrogen filled tires, and this is gonna have drum brakes too. Here's one power outlet. And then moving on back, there's only one slide on this side of the RV. which makes it a lot more useful when you're setting up at your campground. Here's one of your jacks, storage for your sewer hose, and then here's where your spare tire is. Perfect area to be at. Now out back, they do allow you to tow a trailer out here, and they give you a 4-pin connector, 3,000-pound trailer, 300-pound hitch weight, and check how tall this thing is.
I would like to see a longer ladder because I had to step pretty high to step up on the ladder to get up on the roof.
And I don't think I showed it to you, but this is your other awning. You have a prep for a camera, LED lights, and then check out this CARMTEK slide. Now this is gonna be where you're gonna dump from. And then this is the living room area slide, rack and pinion. And let's check out these tires. These are our Sterling tire, as I mentioned, and it's gonna be a ST235 85 16. And it's gonna be a load range G with a 14 ply, 4,410 pounds of capacity per tire, and it's gonna be at 110 PSIs. And here's where your freshwater dump is from. It's in a pretty good spot, I would say. It's not gonna put too much weight on the front of the rig. And then your low point drains, and then this is the second area, or the first area, and the back is gonna be the second area where you're gonna have to dump from. I didn't show it to you on the other side, but you do have a drop frame. And 12-gallon water heater. Love where they put the power cord at. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna find that your power is gonna be right here on the side of the RV. And that one time that you don't have it, it's gonna be out back. But this is gonna be back of the Suburban furnace. And this is the other side of the basement area. I say this all the time, and I hope that someone listens to me. I would love to see them put these valves above the Nautilus system, or at least on the side of it, or on the outside of it. Because when you run your water hoses for your black tank and for your city water connection, I don't like when these get wet, and I don't like the fact that it's hard to move these in and out when there's hoses here. So that's why I prefer that. But they do provide a light on this side, outside shower, and as I mentioned, this is the best water system you can get. Here's the front slide for the bedroom. It's gonna be a CARMTEK. And then this is the other door for the propane. Auto leveling system in a great spot, so you have good line of sight. And here are the numbers for the trailer. Gross vehicle weight rating is gonna be 16,800 pounds. You're gonna have 2 axles at 7,000 pounds. And all in, this has a cargo carrying capacity at 2,648 pounds. If you are new to my channel, I have this series called Weight Watchers Truck Edition. I basically use a spreadsheet, and for this video, I'm going to pick 2 trucks, a single rear wheel and a dually. Now, I'll be honest with you, a single rear wheel will not work with this setup, and you're going to see here in a second why. I'm going to pretty much put the payload, the gross fuel weight rating, all the numbers in, and so you'll see it on the spreadsheet, and that way you have a better idea of how much truck you'll need if you do plan on buying this 5th wheel.
Before I show you the spreadsheet, I want to give you an idea of how I'm getting to my numbers. So with the hitch weight, they don't normally show this on the RV, so I like to go online and see what the dry weight is for this. Now they normally are going to take this number off of the dry weight, so if you take this number, divide it into this one, you're going to get 20.8%. So we're going to round it off to 21%. Now if you do plan on adding a washer and dryer and adding a generator, I would go ahead and add 3% for that. In this case here, I'm going to use 22% because I'm assuming we're not going to add those things. But anytime you look at the weights online, they're always going to be lower than what you see on the RV, so just keep that in mind. So here are the numbers for the Alliance paradigm we just reviewed. This is the actual unloaded vehicle weight, and as you see, it's already higher than what you saw online. And as far as the truck goes, this is a Chevy Silverado that we're going to be using as the example. If you want to watch this video, go back to the end of this one and I'll put it at the end of it. So I basically just took a snapshot of the sticker on the video, has all the numbers, and I just put them here. Now keep in mind, when RVs are delivered, they don't normally have propane or batteries included in the weights. So this truck has 3,743 pounds, which is a good payload capacity for towing. However, this is where everyone messes up at. Your passengers and your cargo in this scenario are going to eat up almost 1,000 pounds of this number. So all you have left is this. So when you put in a dry hitch weight from online, you're already exceeding your payload capacity. So this trailer being a wide body, and you see how long it is. It's a long RV, and it has a pretty big overhang too. So even though a lot of people do pull these RVs with single rear wheels, I wouldn't recommend it, because I don't even have the weight of this RV. So in other words, no one goes camping this way, so I don't even have this RV loaded up. So I always recommend, hey, if you're going to do your scenario, use the GVWR, but in this video I'm just going to add 2,000 pounds here, which is going to be 16,152. And if you plan on going full time, it's super easy to exceed this number. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to take 22% of this number, and that's going to give us 3,553 pounds. So right out of the gate, you're almost over by 1,000 pounds. I'm telling you, these numbers, you have to do them. If you didn't have any passengers and any cargo in the truck, you could make this work. Now, if it's only going to be a family of 4 traveling in the truck, and this is what it looks like here, and you plan on using a Gen Y hitch, and you don't want to put anything in the truck, this is the worst case scenario. Let's just say you can somehow manage 250 pounds inside. You still can't make this work. And again, it's because when you add in 3,553 pounds, you only have, what is that, just a little bit under 200 pounds of capacity left over. So that's why I always tell people, you know, try to do your research beforehand. There's just no way you can make this RV work with this type of setup. And this is a high payload. Now, some trucks in the single rear wheel do have 4,000 pounds. You might be able to make it work, but I would probably lean on the side of caution and just say, let's look at a dually, which we're going to do right now. As I mentioned, any dually with at least 4,800 pounds of payload would work with this RV. And in this scenario, still with the same passenger and cargo weight, 3,553 pounds, that's basically 16,152. You still have 749 pounds of available payload. This truck is overbuilt. I mean, you'll never be able to get to this towing capacity on this truck with the RV unless it's something custom. Payload capacity, almost 5,300 pounds. Gross combined, I mean, all these numbers, this is the kind of truck you want for the big fifth wheel. You know, even though this only has a 16,800 pound GVWR, it's a big RV. And the way that RVs put pin weight on trucks, you're going to exceed these numbers really quickly. So let's do one last thing. I'm going to show you guys this number multiplied by 23%, just to give you a worst case scenario for this truck. And here it is. You still have available 438 pounds of payload. So even in your worst case scenario, you're still under on your GVWR for your truck. Now, I will say, if you plan on doing full-time RV and you plan on traveling, you will exceed your gross vehicle weight rating. When you full-time talk to anyone that really does it, everyone exceeds the GVWR because you pack so many things in there. Especially for me, I normally fill the freshwater tank. And when you consider that this has a 98-gallon freshwater tank, it's something that you really have to stay on top of when you consider the weight that you're putting on your trailer's axles and the pin weight on your truck.
But hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to give Parris RV a look up if you're in the market. They have a ton of RVs here. And I think they have a brand new facility out here in Payson too. Ask for Jessica. One last thing too, this has as-steel sidewalls. See you in the next video.